It's April, and that means another Star Citizen monthly update. We're going to take a look at what there is to look forward to from April in the wonderful world of Star Citizen, from new events to new patches to expectations. To start with, the winner of our March giveaway for a spaceship is Vamoski. They won an Argo Raft with Star Citizen game package. Congratulations to you. For April's giveaway, we have a Drake Vulture light salvage ship with lifetime insurance and a Star Citizen game package, all provided by CIG. For a chance to win that, all you need to do is comment on any of my videos made during April. Bam, that's pretty much it. Each video gives you another chance. So what is happening in April from Star Citizen? Well, it starts with Triggerfish. April Fool's Day is celebrated very much so by Cloud Imperium Games and Star Citizen. They have done a load of silly things in the past, from Quantum, the Chris Roberts scent of the stars perfume, to flat planets, to fish swimming around in the hangar. We've also had the Origin 404 invisible ship that Cloud Imperium showed off in an Inside Star Citizen. That might have actually been a teaser for the 400i. But typically, you can pick up a Triggerfish forum badge for Spectrum by clicking on whatever madness they have this time. It's worth having a look. It's a bit silly, it's a bit fun. Just sort of be aware that that's happening. Something else that will hopefully define April is Alpha 3.18.1 live and working. But it's not just Star Citizen Alpha 3.18.1 that will help define the month. It's also Star Citizen Alpha 3.18.2, which is something Cloud Imperium said they're also now working on simultaneously with 3.18.1, so you can expect 3.18.1 and 3.18.2 to both feature heavily throughout April. Don't know how long 3.18.2 is going to be in the PTU though. 3.18 was in a very bad state when it was released, and the main goal of 3.18.1 is to get the game into a significantly better state with much needed fixes and stability. And from playing that on the PTU, I can tell you that that is what it does. We'll have to see how that translates over to a live build in the coming days, but you can expect dynamic events like Jumptown 2.1, which will be an expanded version of the previous Jumptown event that we've had, with much larger sort of structures and 2 dispensaries, lots going on with that. At the same time, Cloud Imperium are almost certainly going to be running a sort of small ship and vehicle sale related to ships and vehicles that are useful for whatever event they run. I'm just assuming it's going to be Jumptown 2.1, but it could well be Xeno Threat. It could also be the Siege of Orazon. So bear that in mind. There'll be some stuff to buy. And Cloud Imperium said as soon as 3.18's branch is in a more stable state, assumedly with 3.18.1, we will see a FreeFly, so people will be able to try Star Citizen for free. You may see additional referral bonuses for getting people to sign up to Star Citizen during that time. But yes, the plan is that 3.18.1 is going to be in a very good state and allow for all of that. So hopefully, as I said, April should be defined by a good 3.18.1 patch, and we'll be able to do a load of content on that. Something else that's going to be happening a lot throughout April is talk and development info on Alpha 3.19. So you'll see a load of new sort of features revealed for it. You'll see some of the features that we already know described in more detail. So stuff that we sort of know and we're going to see videos on. Lorville 2.0, the expanding out of that cityscape, sort of doubling in size, much higher detailed, being able to actually fly significantly closer to the city itself and fly around, land on a load more buildings, load more missions associated there. The RSI Lynx, which is the sort of a more touring, sort of higher tech version of the Urza rover, a bit more explory, and we've got the new player experience, which is focused mainly around Area 18, but it will take players through Star Citizen without needing an external tutorial. We've got salvage contracts, which basically means you can go, oh, I want to buy the location of a salvage area. Oh, let's go there. That'll be cool. And there might be some other things going on there, like there might be players or NPCs already there, and you need to deal with them. If you don't deal with them appropriately, then lots more sort of forces might turn up after a certain amount of time and actually cause you some threat. There's a Ghost Hollow PvP mission. They're sort of expanding out a load of mission locations as well. You can expect like new points of interest, settlements, outposts, derelicts, things like that. We know that they've got the tracked beam updates with attach detach, allowing you to customize your ship or loot ships more. You can basically, if a ship is in a soft destruction state, you can detach weapons and internal components from the ship and then take them on board your ship, use them on your ship, use them on a different ship, sell them. Really awesome feature to see. And there's loads of other potentials as well. Arena Commander updates. We know Cloud Imperium are trying to sort of revitalize Arena Commander. We could see a load more updates there. Vulcan is very close to being integrated into the game. Very possible we'll see it in 3.19's initial launch. The Hull C, we know that that's very close to completion. There's actually a load of other ships and vehicles that are close to completion that could turn up here, and there could be some new straight-to-flyable ones as well. Now, something I would hope to see at the end of April, potentially, is an evocati, at least, of 3.19, because there's a good amount of new features, but it's also the run-up to Fleet Week, and that looks to start on the 20th of May, but they're going to want to test out a load of the bits and bobs before sort of getting there, so bear that in mind. It's quite possible we don't get an evocati until May, but I'm just saying that it is a possibility. You can expect all the normal sort of content. We'll see couple of month-through reports for Squadron 42 and for the Persistent Universe coming out almost certainly next week. We'll do summaries of that, and we'll do summaries of pretty much everything else we're talking about for that matter. We've got the roadmap updates that will be every couple of weeks, so that will give us a little bit of deeper information of what's going on with 3.19. We'll see Inside Star Citizen and Star Citizen Live pretty much every week, and we'll see episodes on all those 3.19 features. We know that they've got one for Louisville 2.0 planned in the not too distant future. Other content that you're going to see from BoredGamer on the channel, so 3.18.1 gameplay. Zin and I want to do a load of stuff, assuming that 3.18.1 is stable enough. Medical rescue, shipboarding, loads of different forms of looting and sort of that sort of jazz. We want to do a playthrough of a load of the new missions and, I suppose, old missions that have been updated over the last few quarters. A look at the full spectrum of gameplay that Star Citizen has to offer, along with deeper dives into bounty hunting, salvage, mining, mission running, and any of the dynamic events that they run. To be honest, we've wanted to do a lot of this for over a year now, or about a year now, and 3.18 gave us the tools, but not the stability to do so. So hopefully, as I said multiple times, 3.18.1 will sort that, and it looks very promising. We're going to be taking a deeper look at using a Tobii eye tracker in 3.18.1 as well, because Zin and I have them. We don't use them enough really for our content. They've got some cool little features in 3.18 as well. We'll be delving through hot topics and dev responses on Reddit and Spectrum. We'll be looking at what feature work is planned for completion or starting in April. I've got a few more special videos that I've got sort of lined up that I will hopefully have enough time to do this month. So I want to talk about things like CIG and Star Citizen's marketing and how content creators, players, and even press of any kind, good or bad, is sort of part of their marketing machine. We'll be covering any new ships that obviously turn up, though I think that's much more likely to happen during May and Fleet Week. Sort of other bits and bobs. Zin and I have just had our birthdays. We are literally a day apart birthday-wise. We have been taking a pause from our playthrough of Sunhaven, but we'll be going back to it probably next week. We've just had a lot of work to sort of like get on with, because we had a holiday as well, where we took like 5 days off. We've just been playing through some Demonologist, which is very much like Phasmophobia, which is just about to come out or has just come out. We've been playing through the new Devour levels as well, some spooky games. We're looking at other co-op games to play like Wild Hearts, Redfall, etc. And we're going to be looking for anything fun that sort of turns up. Really enjoyed our playthrough of Sons of the Forest, but that needs to be more defined. It's very much early access still. I'm at a board game conference, Shake, Battle and Roll, this weekend. It's run twice a year in Southampton, England. I love board games. You should come down and check it out at some point. I'm also trying to lose some weight. I'm not going to go to keto this time. I'm just eating more sensibly, having sort of like porridge for breakfast, exercising more, trying to get some upper body muscle as well. I'm going to be so buff. Anyway, boom, that's it for your April channel and Star Citizen update. Lots to look forward to. As I said, load of 3.19 information, really looking forward to that patch. 3.18.1 should be putting the live sort of branch in a significantly better state, and we should all be able to enjoy that with some dynamic events and free flies and a load of cool features that will actually be more accessible. But I'm really interested to know what you think. Is there anything you're expecting to see throughout April? Have you been playing 3.18.1? What's your experiences of that so far, whether that be on the PTU or the live build? Have you got any particular content that you want Zin and I to take a look at, or suggestions for content, feedback, anything like that? I do want to say a massive thank you to anyone that goes the extra mile on Patreon or on the YouTube join button, sort of like the channel members there. That helps the channel out so much and enables us to do at least a video a day, and we're going to keep on doing that. We're going to keep on being one of the top news sources for Star Citizen. At least that's the way I see us. At the very least, one of the most persistent. Be you a BoredGamer mod on my various channels, be you a subscriber, be you someone that has donated some of your time to writing a comment or some of your money to actually help back the channel. It is genuinely all appreciated. Thank you so much. Now I'm really looking forward to playing 3.18.1 on a stable live build. Boom! Go team! But whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Little Nord Riding Hood was on her way to Grandma's house. Upon arriving at her house, she called, "Grandma, are you home?" "Yes, dear. I'm on my laptop in bed." Upon seeing her grandma, she exclaimed, "Oh, Grandma, what long fingers you have." "Oh, the better to browse the internet, my dear." "Oh, Grandma, what powerful VPN protection you have." "Oh, the better to browse safely, my dear." "Oh, Grandma, what big eyes you have." "Oh, the better to enjoy my greater access to the sites I want to visit, my dear." "But seriously, get NordVPN or I will eat you." The moral of this story is that there are some great deals on NordVPN, and using it can improve your internet privacy, safety, and give you more access to the content you want to see. Get it from the links below. Please bear in mind that there are scammers about in YouTube. If you see in the comments below someone trying to get you to go onto Telegram, or someone not using my main account, which is the account I'm making videos on now, then they are a scammer pretending to be me or someone else, and just be safe on YouTube's. If you would like to further support the channel, please consider subscribing. You can become a Patreon, you can use the YouTube join button as well. That goes an extra mile to help support us and enables us to produce Star Citizen content every day. And that's down to you guys helping support us, so genuinely, thank you from the bottom of my little BoredGamer heart.